What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, your favorite self-aware narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice, I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platform to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy like myself, 5 years strong, and also validate the victims and survivors and thrivers of this disorder. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the period of time after you get out of a narcissistic relationship, what you should do after, and what you shouldn't do after. More along the lines of what you shouldn't do after, taking time to heal. I had a very informative one-on-one this morning over Zoom with a young lady, and we were talking about this. How she just got out of a narcissistic relationship, and her friends are just saying, her friends who don't understand that she went through narcissistic abuse or narcissistic toxic relationship, they don't understand it. They're telling her, just get over it. Y'all broke up. People break up. Y'all didn't have any kids together. Y'all broke up. They moved on. It's time for you to move on. Yes, y'all, that can be like, a lot of times people give well-intended bad advice. It's well-intended advice. It's well-intended because they care about you, they love you, and they want the best for you. But it's bad advice because one thing you do not want to do after you get out of a toxic relationship is hop immediately into another relationship. Because you're going to be missing the red flags. Because you're trying to that's what narcissists do, y'all. I'm not calling you a narcissist, but that's what narcissistic people do. They use other people to heal or get over their current situations, their former situations. They use other people to move forward instead of dealing with their trauma, dealing with their issues, and dealing with the pain and shame that could come with being broken up with or discarded. They just try to move on really quickly. A lot of them do. Not all of them do, y'all. This is not like, y'all, narcissism is not a one-size-fits-all thing. It just isn't. My narcissistic shoes are not going to fit on Cluster B Milkshake's feet. They just aren't. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work that way. Some narcissists are not going to hoover you. Some narcissists they're not going to obsess over you. Some narcissists are not going to move on quickly, but a lot of them will. A lot of them will. So you, as a non-narcissistic person, should take time to heal because you can, because that's the best thing to do. Because one thing you don't want to do is try to move on quickly and take the trauma from this relationship into your next relationship. It's like packing a bag. It's like packing a suitcase of trauma. And instead of unpacking that suitcase before, it's like moving into a house, y'all. Like a relationship with a narcissist is like moving into a new apartment, y'all. You go into that new apartment, and you bring a lot of stuff into that apartment. You start packing a lot of stuff into that apartment, a lot of different things, a lot of different experiences, a lot of different traumatic experiences. And when you break up, guess what? You have to pack your bags and leave. What are you putting in that bag? What are you putting into that suitcase when you leave this narcissistic apartment? What are you putting into that suitcase? You're packing the trauma, the narcissistic abuse, the gaslighting, the lies, the cheating, the manipulation. You're packing all of that stuff in sometimes the vicious discard. You being left for someone else. You're putting all that into this suitcase, right? And if you take that into your next relationship, guess what? You take this suitcase full of trauma and traumatic experiences into your new relationship. You take it into your next relationship. And you didn't unpack it. So guess what? You're going to have a book bag full of trauma or a suitcase full of trauma that you didn't unpack in your next relationship. You're going to miss red flags because you're still working through that previous trauma. What you should do, what most people should do, is take your time, unpack that, take some time, be by yourself and unpack that suitcase or that book bag full of trauma. Do that. Take time to heal because you can. Take time to heal because you need it. As a narcissistic person, I can't take time to heal. I can do it now because I've been in therapy for 5 years. But previously, I could not take that time to heal. Let's get drunk. Let's go to the club. Let's go to these dating apps. Let's do something so I can go find somebody else to throw myself into, literally and figuratively, so that I could, you caught that, so I could try to get over my previous person. That's how the narcissistic mind works right there, y'all. It literally is. That's how the narcissistic mind works. It just is. I can't unpack my trauma. I have to take it with me. I'm just piling it up. My book bag or suitcase full of trauma, I have several of those. I'm still trying to unpack them throughout my life. You know what I mean? You, As a non-narcissistic person, you might have some childhood trauma or some other stuff that you have to work on. But this relationship is a whole new bag. And if you don't work through this, you take it into your new relationship, and guess what? You're going to miss a lot of red flags because you're trying to get over somebody. You're trying to get over somebody. You're trying to get over a narcissistic person. So guess what's going to happen? You're going to go on a date. You're going to be missing the red flags. Oh, this, that. You're going to be missing some lies because you're trying. I don't want to. I know I just came out of a toxic relationship. I don't want to not give this person a chance. I don't want to judge this person based on my last relationship. Don't miss the red flags, y'all. Because if you're trying to move on quickly at the behest of your friends and family, and sometimes at the behest of yourself because the pain is too great, the trauma bond hurts. So I'm trauma bonded, so I need to get untrauma bonded to this person by trying to find somebody else to love me and appreciate me. But you can do that, y'all. You can find somebody else other than that narcissist to love you and appreciate you. And guess what? Here it is. Wait on it. Guess what? You can find somebody else to love and appreciate that isn't that narcissist. But guess who it is? You. Surprise! Look in the damn mirror. It's you. You can find you to love you. Surprise! It can work that way, y'all. It can definitely 100% work that way. Take your time. Process what you went through. Yeah, you're going to be angry as hell. You're going to be mad. You're going to be looking for answers. Guess what? Sometimes you're going to be looking for closure. You're going to be looking to understand why you wasn't good enough. But guess what, y'all? Nobody is good enough for a narcissist. Nobody. Not one single person on this planet is the perfect person for a narcissist. Everybody talks about grade A supply, golden supplies, platinum supply, whatever title you want to give it. It's not enough for a narcissist because sooner or later that gold will get dull. That shine will go away. That grade A supply will flunk a class and get downgraded to a C supply. Guess what? Everything changed. Your supply, your validation that a narcissist gets from you will run out. And they'll move on to somebody else. They'll find a new shinier metal. Ooh, boy, I be spitting. No, I know y'all like, Lee, your narcissism is showing. You're bragging on your analogies. If you can look at me directly into this damn camera and tell me that my analogies are not fire, I don't know what to tell you. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, that's how it goes though, y'all. Seriously, that's literally how the mindset of a narcissist or a toxic person works. I think you got to understand it. That's how it goes. If you're dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person, this is your life. If you understand this relationship, if you get out of it, heal first. What's the rush? Don't rush. Yes, you're in pain. Eric Thomas says, recycle that pain. Use it. You already went through it. Get something from it. Take time. Write down what you went through so you understand it better. Once you understand it better, you get empowered and you move forward. It doesn't happen again. Or if it does happen again, the timetable will be cut down a lot. Instead of being in a relationship for 2, 3, 4 years, you might be in it for 2 months and get out of it. Hey, I was in a relationship for 2 months. I was getting love bombed. And guess what? Red flag central. And I got out of it. Look at you. Look at you. You can wonder why do I keep attracting narcissists? It doesn't matter. You're going to attract a lot of people. You're going to attract people. You're going to attract people. It's who you pick and how long you keep them in your life. Shout out to Dana Morningstar. That book, I'm reading the book Out of the Fog by Dana Morningstar. And that book has some nuggets, y'all. Buy that book. Dana Morningstar, Out of the Fog. That book has some nuggets. She's like, you're going to attract a lot of people. You are. So you're going to attract people. It's depending on how long you keep them in your life. Where's your growth contingent at? How much are you willing to grow? How much are you willing to put up? Where are your boundaries at? Where are your boundaries? What boundaries didn't you have in this previous relationship? You're gonna have them in the next one. I guarantee you that. You're gonna have these new boundaries. You're gonna have them up. Because if you go into your new relationship and you don't have boundaries, you can't set boundaries, and you're scared to say no, guess what? You might as well, you're gonna get ran over. You get ran over top of it. You're going to be mad as hell. But guess who you're going to be mad at? You can't be mad at the narcissist for so long because the narcissist doesn't want to hear it, y'all. Honestly, as a narcissist, we don't want to hear your complaints about us. Point blank, period, in the story. We do not want to hear your complaints about us. Why can't I voice my feelings to the narcissist? We don't want to hear your damn complaints about us. No narcissist wants to hear you complaining about them. Most people don't want to hear you complain about them, but narcissists especially. We don't want to hear it. I know you want us to hear it because you want us to change, but guess what? We don't want to hear it. We don't want to change. You change or leave. But guess what? Sometimes if you leave, we don't want you to leave. We don't want you to stay. Here you go. This is your future right here. This is your future. Take your power back. Take some time to heal. Shout out to the young lady I had a conversation with this morning. Empower yourself. You got it. I told her this morning. Well, I was like, you just inspired my podcast. I told her right before we got the Zoom call, like, you just inspired my podcast. Thank you. Empower yourself. She's doing it right now. She said her friends are telling her to move on quickly. I said, take your time to heal. Because that's the worst thing you can do. You're going to miss red flags if you try to jump into bed with somebody else, try to jump into a relationship with somebody else. Go on dates, entertain people, yeah, but don't try to fall in love. I never felt love like that. I've seen it happen in relationships with people on Narcissist TikTok and Narcissist Instagram. They get off a toxic relationship and all of a sudden they're in a new relationship or they found the love of their life. I'm just watching them. I'm like, have you not learned anything? I go into my James Earl Jones voice. I'm like, have you not learned anything? The circle of life, and I just watch you like the Lion King from afar, and then we do a new relationship. Oh, I found another narcissist. Slow the hell down. You did not find the love of your life a week after you have a toxic relationship. Slow the hell down, y'all. Heal. Heal. HEEEEEEEEEEEALL. Heal. Please. But yeah, live in-person meetup. I'm going to confirm the location today. Durham, North Carolina, July 23rd. It's going to be at the Honeysuckle something. What's the name of the place we were doing? We were doing it at the Honeysuckle. Me and Ben had the name of it. It's Honeysuckle something in Durham, North Carolina, y'all. It's called the Honeysuckle. It's called the Honeysuckle. That's the name of it. The Honeysuckle at Lakewood. It's in Durham, North Carolina. We're going to be there July 23rd. Me and Ben and some other YouTuber, TikTokers on Instagram about narcissism. Come through. Live. It's free. Come through and just say, hey, meet and greet. Have fun, meet other survivors as well. Like and subscribe for more. And as always, mental illness is out. Peace.